Welcome back to another episode, guys and girls. I hope you had a fantastic day yesterday. I didn't do a video yesterday. I was very busy, so it's the first time I've missed a day since starting YouTube. So, just jumping straight into the charts. A lot of things to get through this week, and we're coming up to the end of the year, and so let's see what potentially could happen towards the end of this year. So we've only got 11, 12 days left before we hit 2024. So yesterday I was looking at the charts, even though I didn't do a video, and it looked like that we were coming back down, but today when I woke up this morning, I've seen that we are still holding up pretty decently around the 43,000 US dollars. So we do have this CME gap just below. 9 times out of 10 these things get filled up, and I mean, you can look at my previous videos explaining the RSI bearish divergence. I'm not going to go into that today, but I'm going to keep the box here and the RSI divergence there anyway, so you can see it. And we have this W pattern that's forming right now on the daily, which could give us a boost higher back towards the resistance of this $44,200 level. I don't expect us, if we do pump, I don't expect us to go beyond 50k. I mean, I could be wrong. Again, none of this is financial advice. If we do have this late Christmas pump, then we could come up to the resistance of $48,200. Again, we've only got less than 2 weeks left of the year. I mean, it could happen. I'm not saying it's not, but most likely we come and fill this CME gap. I mean, what could happen is we have that last pump towards the upside, and then going into 2024, that's when we have that dump. That's when we see the CME gap get filled. We come back down, retest these lower price targets of price zones of 37k. So again, I'm not trading this at the moment. If you had started trading this with me 2 months ago, I called this bear flag just here, and you could check that video out. And right now you would be in this swing long position of 50%. If you're using leverage on Bybit or Bitflex, you have the links in the description below. If you're using 10x, then you've just made a nice 500% swing long trade there. So congratulations to those that followed me all the way back down here at 28,000 when I called this bull flag back in October. So yeah, if you're doing that swing long position, congratulations. Personally, I didn't do it. I only gave the advice, so that's just my fault as well, not getting into the trade. But I'm happy that I called this correct, and there was another trade around here which I called correct as well. So if you did take that, I didn't take those trades, then congratulations, you will be up 50%, and then depending on whatever leverage you used, you will be up in the profit. So yeah, I'm just looking at this W pattern. Let's see if we have that last pump towards the new year, and then into the new year we come back down, we close this CME gap, retest 37, and then back off to the races. So one piece of news as well that I'm focusing on right now is the BlackRock files revised spot Bitcoin ETF proposal, and it has filed an updated spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund as anticipation of a rumored SEC approval bill. So the revised ETF proposal was filed in a bid to appease the SEC, because the SEC wanted more clarifications on things, and obviously this is a hope of boosting the chances of securing a first of its kind spot Bitcoin ETF approval in the US. So let's see this, see what happens, and the speculation grows that the SEC could approve a bunch of spot Bitcoin ETF applications as soon as January 2024. So could this be a buy the rumor, sell the news event? For sure. I will not be trading around these periods. I probably won't even be buying anything. Personally, I think after this, we're not going to have, it's just my opinion, I could be completely wrong, but I don't think we're going to, as soon as that news is announced, personally, I don't think we're going to skyrocket straight after. It could literally just be a buy the rumor, sell the news event. I'm just waiting for that Bitcoin halving. So why am I waiting for that Bitcoin halving? Well, if we come back to the charts, Bitcoin, it's like, it's a benchmark. It basically tells us where we're going in the market with altcoins. I mean, you're not going to make 10, 20x in Bitcoin, but in altcoins it's riskier, of course. You can make 20 easy, no problem, 100, 200x in altcoins because the market cap is smaller, so it only takes a relatively little bit of money for them to 10, 20, 30x. Whereas Bitcoin, it's already got a huge amount of money in it. Yes, I still think we're going to go up to six figures. So let's imagine we only go up to 120k, which is phenomenal. That's from here, what, a 3x? Around, yeah, 3x. So that's it. So whatever money you put in, you're going to make 3x on that. So if you buy Bitcoin with 43k, then fair enough. You can make, what, 60, 70, 80k. But like most of us, we don't have that type of money just to throw in. If you're putting in like $100, $1,000, and you do a 3x, then great. But it's not a big deal. Whereas if you put that $100, $1,000 in altcoins, then you're going to make a fortune in the next bull run. Why do I say that? Well, again, Bitcoin leads the way, and if you had started buying altcoins around these periods when Bitcoin was pumping, it takes about, everything follows Bitcoin. Bitcoin, again, it's like that wave, and then the altcoins come and follow it. And usually what happens is Bitcoin pumps, it kind of takes a breather, 1 or 2 weeks later the altcoins start pumping. So you just have to, instead of jumping into crypto all the time every day, you just have to watch where Bitcoin is going. When it pumps, start thinking about, okay, in a couple of weeks I'm going to jump into some altcoins, or specifically right then when Bitcoin is pumping, that's when you get into your altcoin positions. 2-3 weeks later, then your altcoins are up 2, 3, 4, 500%, and that's what we've seen since October. If we go to crypto bubbles, I mean, you just look at the month, and this is going from now back into November. Bitcoin led the way, altcoin soared. I mean, I'm not even going to explain that. You can see it for yourself with your own eyes, the profits that you would be in. Over for the week as well, Bitcoin is still taking that breather, and the week has been pretty good, even though it's just the beginning of the week. So it's just a reminder, let Bitcoin show you what to do with the altcoin. So when Bitcoin has that rally, start thinking about jumping into altcoins. Personally, that's what I do, and it's always been successful for me. And then when Bitcoin dumps, that's when maybe you want to move some of your altcoins into stable coins, because then maybe a week or two, then the altcoins dump. But generally going into the bull run, even when altcoins dump, I don't really sell them until we're in to the bull run and like going towards the end of the bull run. So how do we time all that? Well, I'm going to go into that in another episode. You can never time the tops or the bottoms perfectly, and like I've been saying, you need a strategy, you need a plan, an exit plan to get out. So most of you are not even here for the tech, you're here to make money. And I mean, fair enough, that's what most of us are here for. So even if a company is doing, okay, this altcoin, the company's fantastic, great. I mean, it's still going to dump 90 odd % in with the crypto asset in the next bear market. So you want to get in and out as quickly as possible with the altcoins. If you're a nervous type, then maybe this is not for you. And because yeah, if you're getting into altcoins, it's very, very risky getting into these lower micro caps like I do. Personally, I don't care if they dump 90 odd %. I have my strategy, it's worked for me over the last 6 years. It doesn't really phase me, this the stress. A little bit of apprehension, of course. It's very exciting when you go through your first bull run, and sometimes that excitement can get the better of you, and then you get wrecked because you think it's going to go to another high, another high, another high. You get greedy, and then before you know it, Bitcoin tanks, altcoins go down 80-90% within a few weeks, and it's the start of another bear market. So it's just a reminder, guys, just be careful when you buy altcoins. Personally, right now is the best time going into next year, but just my advice in this video is let Bitcoin lead the way. As soon as you see that pump in Bitcoin, expect 1, 2, 3 weeks after altcoins to have a huge rally, and so you can try and time the market in that way. So that's just some advice from me. This week I will go over some of the altcoins as well, the Bitcoin price. Let's see what happens here if this W pattern plays out going over into the Christmas break. This week will be my last week before the holidays. I'll be traveling back home for 3 weeks, and so I won't be from Friday this week for the next 3 weeks. My videos won't be coming out every day. I'll probably, when I'm in the UK, do 2 or 3 videos if I can, and then in January, the second week of January, I'll be back shooting videos. So if you don't see me next week, in the next 2 weeks, then you know why. Make sure to smash that like button, the bell button, notification, whatever. Leave any comments in the section below, even if you don't agree with what I've been saying. I'm always interested in other people's advice, opinions, etc. So please leave any comments in the section below. Have a great Tuesday, and I will see you all tomorrow.